Which, this is probably the longest we've ever been in fucking court before. Jesus.
I hope to never be this long in court again until my trial date for participating in the Oklahoma bombing.
What?
I'm kidding to my FBI agent out there. I don't even think I was alive during that time.
Yeah, until I get put on trial for domestic abuse.
That is crazy. I've done nothing of the sort. That was all a joke.
No, I'm kidding. I'm the one that beats him, let's just be honest.
That's honestly kind of true.
Yeah,
unintentionally.
Yeah, deadass right before we started, so I think that just went, when I tell her that my love language is physical affection, so she beats the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Made me think of you.
Maybe that's the physical love that I've been getting.
Anyway, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. I got Cameron. He has to be here.
Yeah, I'm locked in for every single one of these recordings.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the test we had performed earlier.
The sword?
Phoenix,
Or the
you are
dagger.
HIV positive.
Fuck! I got it from you? Test?
Me when I remember there's a test the day of.
Test? Also, I'm realizing, is Phoenix left-handed?
I don't know. Huh.
Because this is their... Okay, continue. Test.
Well, okay, to be fair, like, I mean, you probably would just do some things with your left hand more naturally. Like, I'm sitting here, there's, like, this ingrown hair on my beard that I'm picking at, and I'm doing it with my left hand, but I'm right-handed. Yeah. So, that's just an example to show. Also, interesting thing about a lot of left-handed people is they'll do stuff left-handed, like their main dominant hand will be their left hand, but they'll still do stuff right-handed.
Well, yeah, no shit. I mean, like, I'm not gonna stop using my
No,
left hand.
I mean, like, they'll do something, like Hayden, for example, is left-handed. When he batted in baseball, he batted right-handed.
I did not know that Hayden was left-handed.
Yeah, fun fact. He's left-handed.
I'm gonna, next time I see him in person, I'm gonna be like, freak!
You wouldn't notice because he does a lot of things with his right hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, left-handed demon worshipper!
Yeah, smack him with a ruler.
Yes, test on the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree.
Oh yeah, that! I totally forgot about that.
That's the weapon that Maya Fey used when she fought with the victim.
Bro, we just figured out that. So what are the results? What was it the victim's blood, or?
I gotta sneeze. Oh shit. That sounded very fake. That was a genuine sneeze. It was just masked up by me saying that I had to sneeze.
Yeah.
Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible, however. There's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood.
Okay, so it's not Misty Face.
That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial.
And Maya comes out and she's like, "Hey guys, I got this big stab wound here."
Yeah,
I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, it's from this like dagger-like shape. I don't know. Could that be like a sword?
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we would have known this, right? Because the murder weapon was the sword.
Yeah.
So the dagger wouldn't have made sense, anyways.
Felix in this court right now. Do you love my soul, my diamond soul?
That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial.
I don't know if I read that book, but
Yeah. So it wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. Then whose was it? Dagger updated. Found stuck in the pine tree in the Inner Temple Garden. The blood does not match the victim's.
that shit's just been there since like some murder like ages ago.
That would be crazy. It's like, actually, the nun actually got stabbed 10,000 years ago.
Yeah, well, that's happened before. It's like people will be investigating a crime scene and they'll uncover stuff that is like completely unrelated to the crime they were investigating.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close. Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims.
I understand, Your Honor.
None of this loosey-goosey type bullshit.
Fuck.
From what I've heard, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking. So let's finish this quickly.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, poor Maya.
Very well, please bring in the last witness.
Please, did someone give her a burger?
Hey, they didn't give me any burgers!
Fuck!
Witness, please tell us your name and profession.
Maya Fey, my profession is, I'm the assistant manager of Wright & Law Offices. I'm also a spirit medium, sort of.
Maya.
According to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium of the Cron channeling technique.
Yeah, that's my side gig. I'm frightened. The fake land, I don't want any more to do with it.
Oh, Maya. The pain of the Fae bloodline causes... The pain the Fae... The
Sound it out.
The pain the Fae bloodline causes must be unbearable.
Very well. Now then, Miss Fey. When the event occurred where you were in the garden of the inner temple, and you witnessed the moment of Miss Elise Stonham's murder, is this correct?
I didn't see any.
Straighten up this instant, young lady.
Huh?
Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later.
But
Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do to change that fact.
What the fuck? Stop being so fucking mean to her!
But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right?
See, this is the sprite that I meant. This is where he's like reaching for a cup,
Yeah.
but it's not there.
It'll slide in.
You've seen the witnesses come out and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen? Witness, if you please.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Yeah, I guess. At the inner temple.
I didn't see anything. Testimony ends.
Objection, you fucking saw shit.
I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. Is this the only time we've ever seen this sprite?
We've seen it a couple times.
I feel like I haven't seen this sprite before.
We've seen it across 3 games now. Hasn't been that common, but...
I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me!" When something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness.
So you were struck on the head. I suppose it must have been the staff.
Maya, the person who hit you. It was, Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was.
Maya, think hard.
Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
Can't say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone. It seems that it will be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone.
No, who's dumbass playing Overwatch 2 right now?
Very well then. Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Also, stop talking about fucking Overwatch 2.
Sorry.
You're not Jeffrey Epstein.
No,
Okay,
he liked Call of Duty.
No, he liked Overwatch porn.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He also fucking liked FNAF porn, too.
Anyways.
Anyway, Maya, hang in there. She doesn't look well at all.
Us saying that just got us put on 10 different lists, on 10 different hit lists.
You know some dumbass went, like, treasuring the private property of the Epstein Island, and now there's fucking black SUVs circling his house and slashing his tires and shit. And I'm like, yeah, what's nice knowing you, buddy? You're fucking dead now.
That is crazy. But anyways. I was passing through this garden on the way to a spare room when it happened. This is your part where you're supposed to read it.
I'm pulling up the guide so you don't fuck up.
I never fucked up, ever.
Who was on the inner temple side that night?
Well, Sister Bikini, of course. But I remember her saying that Iris would be coming later as well.
On the day after the incident, Edgeworth met Bikini at Hazakor Temple. That means she couldn't be the criminal. So then, did Iris actually come later, like she said?
Let me think.
She seems confused. It's probably because she's so tired. Be fair, she was channeling someone for like days.
Yeah, she probably has no food in her.
I mean, they did feed Iris, I'm assuming, well, quote-unquote Iris, like Dahlia, when they took her around and whatnot, because they legally had to feed these, like, criminals, so... She did get food intake, but she's, like, not mentally here.
No, but wasn't she... Wait. I'm confused on the timeline, because she was in the cave.
Yeah. The next day she woke up, asked Mia, be like, "Hey bitch, what should I do?" And Mia was like, "You should channel this spirit and lock yourself in the shaky cavern until help arrives." And then she sat there for a day like that, and then the next day help finally arrived, and then Dahlia and Iris switched places. So Iris was in that sacred cavern, and then Dahlia was running around free. So when she got recaptured and taken to the police because she thought she was Iris, I'm assuming they fed her. They kind of have to feed these people that they're keeping.
I don't know. It's the government. The government works in mysterious ways, like how they make me pay taxes.
Yeah, I gotta pay my taxes.
I gotta pay my taxes.
I'm sorry. Then we can start looking for a house.
No, I'm sure I didn't see her. She must have come while I was preparing for the training.
Finally, someone struck me over the head, and it went bonk. Who did it? Who hit you?
Oh well. I didn't see who it was. I was there from behind.
You didn't see the person?
Yeah, I was backshot.
But after that, your attacker was in front of you. How could you not see who it was?
Oh, let me think for a sec. Maybe it's because I was knocked out? I'm sorry, I just can't remember.
You lie! Maya's having a really hard time. What should I do? Leave her alone or press her harder? You're being mean to Maya. Considering the conditions of the crime scene, it's not surprising she didn't see her attacker.
So it looks like even you've got some compassion. Judging by the testimony thus far, the identity of the attacker was most likely...
The spirit that was channeled by Elise Donham, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Very well, please continue with your testimony. What happened after you were struck on the head?
I stumbled and ended up against a stone lantern. What happened afterwards?
My attacker was in front of me, blocking off my escape, I think.
You think?
After getting hit like that, I was in a state of panic. There were only two things rolling around in my mind at the time.
Well, now this is beginning to get interesting. Let me get out the popcorn. It's in my beard.
Thanks, Judge. So what were the two things rolling around in your mind?
My brain.
And the skull that had my brain in it.
My name is Maya Fey. 1 + 1 = 2. You see, for some crazy reason, I was afraid I was going to lose my memory. I know it's odd considering my life was in danger, but that's how it was.
That's not odd at all. Your actions are understandable given the circumstances. So what did you do then?
I think I screamed, "Help me!"
Help me!
Help me! You think you screamed, but you're not sure?
Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I had no idea. I was scared out of my wits.
Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have soiled my robes, like I did just now.
I pissed myself.
I love pissing myself.
I was gonna make like a piss bottle joke, but it didn't come to me. So there you go. That's my end of the joke.
Beautiful.
I thought this person might attack me, so I. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought that it was my last hope.
Wow, it sounds like poor little Maya was really out of her mind. But I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do? Do I press her for more details? Hear my hope. Oh.
I'm not scared at all.
What did she scream? My last hope, wait and see. Wait a minute, Maya. What's this My Last Hope stuff?
What? What do you mean by your last hope?
You said it. No. That's what you said. You said My Last Hope.
Oh, what? I said what?
Oh my god. Look, you were facing an attacker that you couldn't see and you screamed, right? You screamed, "Help me."
Oh, yeah.
But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope.
Oh, well, you know, that's like, what do you call it when that happens?
Why is that doing so well up there?
Oh, yeah, Oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at.
What did you just say?
Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. That's who I was screaming to for help. Ah!
What was it now?
I messed up. I didn't mean to let that slip out.
Huh?
Witness, are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there was another person.
I meant to keep that part a secret. What have I done?
Takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say.
A ton of pressure.
You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up or try to hide things in this chamber. Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony.
I could see a man behind my attacker by the light of the stone lantern. A man? Who was this man?
Well, you see, I couldn't see.
You couldn't see? She's used this excuse twice now.
Well, you know, lantern light isn't very bright.
Lantern light, did you say?
There's a great big stone lantern in the garden.
But before, they said that that stone lantern wasn't on.
Wow, you did it.
You always light it when an acolyte is there for training. Hey, you know what they say, under the lantern, darkness reigns. So I could see the person that was further away, but not my attacker who was closer. Plus, there weren't any other light sources in the garden at the time.
And something horn splashed over me.
I feel like I don't need to go through the rest of these, but maybe.
You don't mean, was it?
I didn't know at the time, but I think it was probably blood.
Is she saying that when Miss Stoneham, who was channeling Dahlia, was stabbed in the back by the killer?
At that moment, I was paralyzed with fear. I was just sitting there in the snow. I'm sure blood got on everything around me.
That's when I lost consciousness. So what happened next?
I tried muting the microphone.
All anyone heard before that was you flicking the mic and then sneezing in front of it. That's awesome.
I tried so hard. But does your shit not... You have to tap it really hard.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
This is an outrage. You have the same fucking mic. What do you mean?
Not anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't remember.
How were you saved? You don't even remember that?
No, I haven't got any idea. I really don't know what happened at all.
That's too bad.
I've worked side by side with mine for 2 years now. I can tell when she's truly trying to hide something by how she acts. And right now, I'm absolutely certain she's hiding something. Alright. Well, I think you already got it. Tell me, I stumbled and up against the... Oh yeah, I saw a man behind my attacker by the light of the stone lantern.
Help me.
And they were like, "Hear my hope. Let it echo."
Wrong one.
You good?
I'm looking. Ah. I forgot we had...
Yeah, we got it.
We had a literal stone lantern.
Yeah.
My evidence is this. Pulls out a fucking stone lantern.
The judge is like, "Oh my god! How the fuck did you put that in here?"
And Phoenix is like, "Oh, I borrowed this backpack from my friend Dora."
Where's Where's the hammer space? So, there was a man standing behind your attacker?
Was it perhaps the man behind the slaughter?
Oh, yeah.
That man, he's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elise Donham, otherwise known as Misty Fey, your mother.
The killer?
Maya, you know who killed your mother, don't you?
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
To be frank, Your Honor, my name is Phoenix.
I was about to make the same fucking joke.
I think she's in shock and quite confused. That's why she hasn't noticed a huge problem with her testimony.
Huh? What do you mean? What problem? You're a problem. I'm not a problem. You're a problem.
Fuck you! Maya, on the night of the crime, that still lantern was out of commission.
Huh? What?
All these people playing fucking Overwatch 2. That game's shit.
Here, Maya. It's true.
Don't they have better things to do? Like watch the Super Bowl?
It's true!
You know it is actually the Super Bowl today.
Yeah, no, I didn't give a shit, but like...
I mean, I didn't give a shit either.
I had to deal with people all fucking day. I had to make 8 extra message cookies in a brownie tray, and I don't fucking want to deal with them.
So you had to make 8 extra cookie cakes.
Message cookies.
Cookie cakes.
I'm gonna beat your
Write
ass.
down in the comments below whether you call them message cookies or cookie cakes.
I'm about to show my physical affection to you by beating the shit out of you.
It's true.
There's no light anywhere in the garden that night.
No.
Order in the court. Mr. Goto explained this. My mind is too feeble to understand what the fuck is happening.
Add the pureness of milk to the perfect clear darkness of coffee. Stir. That is the state of the witness's mind right now. A cup of coffee a lot.
Is that French?
Cafe au lait? Is that even legal?
Yes.
No wonder why I fucking hated that word. Like, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that fucking shit disgusts me.
Mr. Tright's words are the milk and you're the spoon, Your Honor.
I'm a spoon. I'm no spoony bard, I'll have you know. Am I the big spoon or the little spoon?
Shut up.
You must have noticed it too, Tright. This witness's mental state is highly unstable right now. It's not hard to understand why she would make a little mistake like that.
Sorry, but that's not going to cut it.
What did you say?
There surely was no light in the garden. If there was no light, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness's last bit of testimony.
Nick.
May I? Recall the witness's statement about her attacker? She said that she didn't know if it was a man or woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker. And she was quite certain to describe him as a man.
Oh.
In other words, that would mean that Maya actually saw our mysterious person. Despite it being so dark that she couldn't even see the face of her own attacker.
The person that she actually saw was Phoenix, all the way in the background, falling off the fucking bridge. I forget. She wears big ass heels.
Yeah, she's so fucking short, she has to.
Order. What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? Are you saying Miss Faye saw the real killer under pitch black conditions?
Tright, do you have any idea what you're proposing? How could she have seen in the dark? There was no other light source at the scene.
There are some things that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Gatto.
Oh my goodness, wait, is it gonna wrap all the way around to the fact that there was lightning in this fucking... I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until now.
Alright, go ahead. Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark. Save right now. We're safe right now, because I feel like you're gonna fumble.
Am I gonna fumble the bag?
You're gonna fumble the bag so
am I jumping the
fucking
gun?
hard. You did see who the killer was in the dark. And now, you're trying to cover for him.
Cover for the man that killed her mother?
There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is.
Please, Nick. I don't know anything. Please, I'm begging you.
Ah, you talk a good game, Tribe, but let's see if you can walk the walk. It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff.
No, Nick, don't. Please, stop.
Maya's dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth.
Alright, Mr. Wright, time to show us what you got. Who was this person that you saw? You say Miss Faye saw in the darkness.
Shit, you said I was gonna fumble the bag on this one.
Well, just in case, I wanted you to save.
There's only so many people that it could be.
Yeah.
So if we're making the deductions that it's only men.
Yeah. Well, do you remember what they said in the last one before we ended?
No.
Whoever wasn't at Hazakura Temple the following day after the incident is the killer. Because after the birch burnt down, there was no way to cross, so they would have been isolated on that island.
Okay, now that's alright. So, let's think about it this way.
Okay.
We're the main character, I don't think it's us.
Yeah, we were in the hospital.
Yeah, that too. Gumshoe wasn't involved yet. Well, let me go through this.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. There's Maya, which Maya's the victim in this case. I don't think the person that she saw was herself. Mia's dead. She didn't come until later. It could be Pearl. But I'll leave that for later. Gato wasn't involved yet. Gumshoe wasn't involved yet. Bikini we saw the next day. At least we saw the next day because she was fucking dead. Iris we saw the next day. Larice Donham. We saw him the next day. He was on the other side of the bridge.
Oh, so we did see Gumshoe the next day. We saw him as
Oh yeah,
Ellsworth,
that's right. Francesca, we saw I think we saw her the next day.
We didn't see her out and about, but she was in court when we were playing as Edgeworth.
Edgeworth we saw the next day. Dahlia was technically inside of Misty Faye at the time, so I don't think it's her. Morgan Faye apparently is in solitary confinement, but who the fuck knows? I'm leaning towards Pearl in this one, and Pearl was channeling someone, but I don't know if that makes sense. Who the fuck would she have been channeling? Because all the guys, like... Well, we don't even have Phoenix on here. The only one that's, like, not technically accounted for the next day was Gato. But... I don't know what motive he would have had. And... I don't know, I'm leaning between these two. The one that makes the most sense to me right now is Pearl, but that... I don't know about that one. Well, I saved.
Alright, go for it.
It looks like you've proven a well-known fact. The fact that people really can't see in the dark.
You're just the man I thought you were. You should try a nice, sweet cafu.
Okay.
But I'm sure she saw the killer in the dark. So the answer's clear. What is visible in the dark?
Alright, Mr. Wright, time to show us what you've got.
Who's the person? Hang on, let me... No, not that one. Not that one.
What are you looking for?
Do we not have a picture of this area?
Of what area?
The area with like the stone lantern and everything?
No, we don't have a map of it.
So that gets rid of my thought of it being any of these, so it has to be a profile.
Yeah.
So it has to be Gato, but I don't get this.
Because it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily. I'm sure the court would like to see it for ourselves if this is possible, yes?
What? But how do you propose to show us something like that?
It's easy. We just need to recreate the conditions for that night.
Conditions?
Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all the lights in this courtroom be turned off.
What? This is, but it can't be.
That was a nice bit of deduction, Trite.
Well, everyone, this is the man Maya saw on the night of the murder.
Order. Prosecutor Goto, what is the meaning of this? Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Why aren't you denying it?
Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person.
What do you mean by that?
If you got a question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night? Was it 3 glowing red lights?
Well, witness, answer the question.
You're wrong. I never saw that.
Maya.
I thought the person that stabbed my mother was a man. For a totally different reason.
What?
Witness, Mr. Wright, what the...
Stop your chattering, Your Honor.
Chattering?
If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
Alright. Well then, let's continue with the testimony. Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man.
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize it until after I woke up, but...
The killer.
When I came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. Torches were lit and the body was gone. And all the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleaned up too. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man.
So it was after the crime took place that the witness came to think the killer was a man.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No need to apologize. It's as Mr. Gatto said, you're utterly exhausted. It's only natural that you would be a little confused. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume the culprit was a man. Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination.
Are we just like gonna ignore the whole accusing Goto thing?
keep in the back of your mind. When I came to, I was lying there on the training hull floor. You're gonna have to do a lot of jumping around this, just an FYI. So you lost consciousness when you were in the garden? Is that right?
Yes, I think it happened when the victim was stabbed.
So when the person that carried you to the so then the person that carried you to the inner temple?
It could only have been the killer.
That's what I think too.
So the killer carried Maya into the inner temple. By the time I got back to the garden, the place was totally changed. Naturally, the killer must have done it, right?
Yes, I think so.
But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer just desperately wanted to hide.
I don't know.
Looks like she doesn't have enough confidence. I think I need to gather some more information before I ask her again. The torches were lit and the body was gone. The torches were lit? Yeah, they were on fucking fire, my guy!
Yeah, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed.
I'm gonna say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else would it be?
The killer probably lit them since it'd be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, there's one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body?
That's true. It's hard to see how that would be any advantage to the killer. The only one that would gain anything from it would that be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya.
Very well, let me hear some more about the condition of the crime scene.
And all the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleaned up too. So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow? It did look very odd. The snow was removed in an unnatural looking rectangular shape around the lantern.
There were a lot of shovels around the inner temple, but they're all really heavy, way too heavy for me to use.
An odd fellow indeed, this killer. Why on earth would anyone want to take snow away?
Well, there's one thing I could think of. Didn't she say that a lot of the victim's blood sprayed around the snow? Onto the snow, sorry.
Yeah. The area collapsed and ended up being splattered.
In other words, the killer purposely was to hide the bloody snow.
Okay, the thing that I don't understand is like this whole like turning towards Gato thing and like the whole mention of the fact that like he couldn't see the bloody Maya that was written on the stone lantern. How the fuck could he have seen the bloody snow then?
He couldn't.
This trial's confusing me from one end to the other.
I think that's the most reasonable explanation.
Perhaps. However, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there was no need to remove that amount.
That's true. He could have scooped up just the snow that was stained with blood.
It looks like there are some mysteries behind this issue.
But I think this will help explain them.
Since the person did all that work alone, I assumed it was a man. So you're saying that you never saw the killer, right?
Yes.
But earlier you very clearly stated that you saw a man behind your attacker.
Nick, I'm sorry.
The killer certainly went through a lot of trouble. Moving the body by a pendulum, manipulating the crime scene. But for what purpose? Why do all that? Maybe Maya knows more than what she's letting on. Alright, remember that statement that you're like, we need to gather more evidence, more information before we talk to her again. It was basically pressing two different statements and then retracking back to a different statement to press on it for different things you got into the different sets.
You're confusing the fuck out of me about
Press
what
the
you're saying.
second one.
Okay.
Actually, the killer must have done it, right?
Yes, I think so.
But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something the killer just really wanted to hide.
The truth is, When I saw the crime scene, I felt something.
You did?
Yes. I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence for me, for my sake.
What? Hiding it for you?
Everyone knew that I was the only one at the inner temple that night.
How the fuck were you supposed to know that you were supposed to press this statement again?
I guess retrying stuff.
That's one part of the gameplay loop of these games that I really don't like.
Well, also at the end of it, she's like, they're like, oh, it doesn't seem like she's very confident. I need to gather more information, and then maybe that will help her.
Yeah, but then like that's just
the
dumb.
back of
That
your
like, oh, go try everything again.
Yeah.
I feel like that's stupid.
Sorry, I don't make the rules here.
Everyone knew that I was the only one at the inner temple that night. If Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden.
She may have thought that you had done it.
No, she definitely would have thought so. And you're saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing had happened?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Well, that's certainly an important piece of information. I want you to add that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think it was for my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what happened. They did it for your sake?
Well, if the body and the blood hadn't been removed, I would have immediately been the prime suspect, right?
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Yeah, and if that happened, the body would have caused some other problems too. If her real identity had come right out then, it would have been trouble. Well, terrible. Reading's a hard thing to do, alright. Master of the Quran killed by her own daughter. I don't think Maya would have been able to handle it.
But still, it's rather difficult to fathom the killer's motives. What reason is there to go through that much trouble to protect you?
Okay, am I still jumping around?
No, you're good. Everything has been taken care of now.
I was just lying down by the time I got back to think it was for my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what had happened. Alright, I'm supposed to find a contradiction here.
Yeah. Oh fuck, would you... Okay. The body of Elise Dunn was carried all the way from Hazagori Temple courtyard. Then, at the garden, the real crime scene. The snow that we suspect was covered in blood was scooped up and removed. It's reasonable to believe all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, there's still one matter that seems somewhat odd.
Oh, and what would that be?
You must have figured out by now, Mr. Gatto. It was the message written in blood on the lantern. It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern. Maya.
Oh,
If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why did they wipe away the writing of the lantern?
Oh, you're right. Order. But, Mr. Wright, isn't it a fact that the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene?
Indeed, but it doesn't make much sense to remove the body in the bloody snow, then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing. Sounds like we're turning British, but the way we're saying bloody.
But if that's the case, do you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior? Why would this killer move the body and remove all that snow, but then leave the bloody writing on the lantern?
I don't know what the killer's plan was, but it's the fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it.
Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion.
Yeah, after we save. Aw, shit.
Why did the killer leave the message written in blood on them?
The killer wrote it to pin the crime on Maya. I couldn't read the last one. Professor Gatto, earlier in this trial... Fuck you. You gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought.
The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that the crime had actually occurred there. If that's the case, why they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must have been they didn't even notice it.
But that doesn't make any sense. The torches were all lit and everything. There's no way any normal person would miss something as glaring as that.
You're right. There's no way any normal person would What
What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
There's only one person involved in this incident who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether.
And who would that be? Who is the person that could have failed to notice the bloody writing?
Wow, I wonder.
Mr. Gatto? This is what you said yesterday.
My eyesight's pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
You can't see everything. Is that correct, Mr. Godo?
This lantern was submitted by evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented.
This lantern. There's something written on it. Why? It's written in blood.
Huh, nonsense. This lantern, it's as clean as a whistle.
Mr. Gatto, just admit it. There's a certain color you can't see, correct? You can't see red on a white background, can you? That's right. We went through this once before. During the poisoning case at Tribulations.
This is the apron that delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. And somehow spilled coffee on.
There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godo. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a bloodstain.
You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red.
Ah, it's strange. In a black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one that can't see them?
So then, Mr. Godo, are you admitting it? Are you admitting that you can't see the red writing on the lantern?
Hey Gramps, didn't you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea.
I wasn't sure about it till now, but I just can't believe it. Prosecutor Gatto is the murderer. But there's no going back now. I finally figured out the truth. Mr. Gatto, the defense at this time formally accuses you. You are the murderer of Miss Elise Dotem, also known as Miss Misty Fey.
It's hard to believe this may be true, however. Once again, Mr. Wright has brought up a disquieting fact about you.
Just make sure you don't fill out the indictment in red ink, Gramps. Come on, how does a little graffiti make me into the killer? Besides, it's not like it's my name that's written there.
I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color red.
This is rich. Do go on, try.
The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow.
The snow, how so?
Oh my god, Judge, bars. Well, for example, why did the killer remove all that snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself. If he wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not take it out of just that area?
Yes, why didn't he just take that Ah! Could it be?
Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood when it seeped into the snow.
That's what I was thinking too, and I was like, I guess. That's kind of a stretch, but alright.
And so he had to remove all the snow. He couldn't be sure where the blood had landed, so he removed the whole area.
Isn't it more likely that the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark?
Not a chance. The torches were all lit. He would have been able to see just fine.
It seems that once again this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. Can you explain this, Mr. Godo?
Is that Maya?
Wait just a minute.
Maya?
What is it, witness?
Mr. Godo isn't the killer. After all, he didn't even come to the Inner Temple until 2 days after the murder took place. He didn't show up until after that old bridge got fixed up.
Maya. You can't testify to something like that.
Why? What do you mean? I mean, I look it, but I'm...
After the murder happened, you didn't even exist.
She didn't. I'm afraid I don't follow.
Are you senile, old man? We established this just a little while ago. After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because she was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, that's right.
Please, Your Honor, let me add to my testimony. Nick, please listen to me.
Maya. Do you plan to cover for Gato no matter what the cost? If that's the case, then I got no choice. Your Honor, let's hear her testimony. If it means we're going to hear the whole truth, I say we shouldn't silence her.
Ah, nicely done, Try.
Very well, let's hear the witness's testimony. Please tell us what happened at the Inner Temple after the murder.
Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began channeling and my spirit left me, as it were. The little Pearly was there at the Inner Temple, too.
Alright, we'll stop here. We're almost done.
Alright.
So, in the next one, I guess we'll wrap up the game. Fuck.
Yeah, it's about that time.
How do you feel about the Gato thing?
I don't know. I feel like it kind of makes sense. Cause like, you know, where was he the first like 2 days?
Yeah.
And like he didn't show up until we actually got there.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Also, I don't know if you remember this, but Gumshoe was like, "Yeah, we all tried to reach out to Gato, and we can't reach him at all."
Yeah, and it does kind of make sense because, if you make the whole connection together, he was the lawyer that was with Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne poisoned him. That was probably why he got all injured like this. He probably wanted revenge on her, and so he saw her attacking Maya, because... But he didn't know it was Misty Faye that was channeling her. He just thought it was her. And so he went to take out revenge, and then he wanted to cover up for Maya because of Maya's connection to Mia and everything, because, you know, him and Mia had kind of a thing going on. And yeah, that's what I think. I mean, I'm sure that's either going to come to light or not come to light in this next one. So I think that he was motivated by both revenge and a need to protect, but we'll see in the next one. Mm-hmm. So that's my opinion on the matter. But thank y'all so much for watching, and we shall see y'all in the final episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations.
Yeah, bye guys!
Bye-bye!